Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about essential SketchUp tools or shortcuts. Now, it is very important to use shortcut in SketchUp is because this is to increase your daily workflow as well as productivity. Now, a lot of people find shortcut confusing, so today in this video I'm going to be clarifying step by step so you can use the shortcut in SketchUp. Now, I'm going to be providing a free cheat sheet on what I will be using in this video. Down below in the description, you can download for free. So I'm here to give value. Now, everybody can do like copy and paste using a mouse or just use Control C or Control V if you use Windows, and I believe in Mac is Command C, Command V. I think that's for Mac. Now, there are other things that you have to use in shortcut in SketchUp. Now, again, like I said again, it is important to use SketchUp shortcut, and I'm going to be showing you on my laptop. So let's go. Hi guys, welcome to my computer, and now I'm going to be showing you about using essential SketchUp shortcuts. Now, instead of using a mouse, obviously, it is very important to also know how to use keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, there are a couple of things I'm going to be showing you in this video. So please relax, take notes, and please enjoy the process. Now, the first thing of the shortcut is using the navigation. So obviously the navigation is orbit, pan, and zoom. Now, first, obviously, I'm going to show you what I mean. So the orbit is using the letter O. Just go, the O, letter O, just like that. You can use the like this, or you can use the middle button of the mouse. So you can see this one here. I'm sorry, that that one there, the middle. So just click that one and just do it like this. You have two options, O or the middle button. Now, this is for orbit. Now for pan, P-A-N, which is that one, right? What you have to do is you hold Shift and the middle. You can see that plus sign, plus and subtract sign. So you hold Shift and the middle button. You hold it and drag it, so you can just do it like this, just like that. It was very, very useful. So that's for pan. For zoom, obviously, you're just using the middle mouse just to scroll up and down just for zoom. So I hope this makes sense. So that's for navigation. Now for selection and camera. Let's say I've got this the cursor that you're seeing right now, that's select. So let's say I want to go to this one, move, but I want to get the select. Obviously I can move the person and stuff, but how can I use the select without pressing that? All I have to use is press space, just like that. Now I can select, so that's good. I press space. Now another one would be useful is zoom extend. So what I can do, zoom extend is shift. So I hold shift and press Z, just like that. So if I go, maybe if I go all the way, make it back, just like that. So hold shift, press Z. So that's the uh, zoom extend. So it really depends on what kind of object that you have on your SketchUp screen. Let's say if I want to make it like this, right? If I go to shift, hold shift and Z, you can see Zoom extend shows the whole object of the screen. So I hope that this makes sense. So let me make this bigger, just like this. Now, hope this makes sense. Now, obviously, uh, if I'm so I have another one called the escape tool. So for example, let's say if I select all of this, if I go to move, obviously I press the ESC command on the keyboard. You know, that's the top left. That's it. So obviously I press again. So I don't want anything to touch or anything else. So that's for the escape tool. Now that's for selection and camera. Now let's say I'm going to go to the drawing tools. So that's the drawing tool. So you've got lines and you've got the shapes. If I want to draw a line, go to L, just L on your keyboard. L, I can just draw a line just like this. Okay, that's for L. Obviously, I can press the escape key, ESC, and so I can finish the drawing. Now, if I want to create a rectangle, I just press R. I can just create a rectangle just like this. If I want to create a circle, I just press C. If I want to create a Okay, so I've done all the shape. So let's say I want to move the object without pressing this. So what I'm going to do is press M. I'm going to go M, and then I'm going to select. So make sure, obviously, you select the object first. Let's say you want to go this one. Press M, and you can just move it just like this. And obviously, if you don't want to move this, you can just press the escape key. That's it. Now, let's say I want push and pull. So instead of click on that, you press P. Now I can select any shape I want. I can go like this, like that, or all that good stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like this. Obviously you can't do that because that's not a flat surface, sorry. So just like this, all that good stuff. Now, the final thing about the drawing tools is using offset. So instead of using, so if I press the, well, click the surface and go to offset, right? I can just do like this. I don't need to do that. So all I can do is click the surface, press F, and I can automatically do that. See all that good stuff. You can make it bigger, you can get fancy, all that stuff. It's cool. Anyway, that's for drawing tools. Now for modification tools, modifications, you know, like scale and rotate, all that stuff. Let's say I want to rotate it. So I'm going to press Q on my keyboard. Now I can rotate anything I want. I don't make it crazy. Obviously, it really depends on your selection. So, okay, let me quickly do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to triple click 1, 2, 3 to select all of this. And then I rotate Q. So you can see that did change the direction. I'm going to show you more about this. So let's say I want to rotate this. Click in the corner, and then I can select anything. Any edge I want. So I'm going to select this one. And then you can see I can rotate it. Very nice. On this side, I can do it like this. And this side, I can do it like this. Okay, so that's for rotation. For scale, I press the S command, so S on the keyboard. I can just click on the anything I want, but it really depends on your It really depends on what you're selecting. So let's say I want to select all of this, and then I go to S scale. Then I can make it bigger or smaller. I can make it stretch, or I can go crazy with it. You know what I mean? Like you can go crazy, or all that stuff. You know, it's cool. So just experimenting. So excuse me for a second. Okay, so that's for scale. Now, if I want to erase some things, like using a rubber or eraser, I go to letter E. So E, I can just rub that out, just like this, all that good stuff. I can, I can't click on the surface, so you must click the lines. So obviously, to get rid of all of them, obviously, you can even get rid of the person. So make sure that you can just like drag, click and drag to delete all of them. Okay, hope this makes sense. Now, that's for the erase. Now for the paint, I can just go to, I know paint start with P, I know that, but paint bucket for this command is B. So I can just go to B and I can select any materials on this side. Let's say I'm gonna click, I don't know, any random materials. I'm gonna go to glass, see, all that good stuff. You can obviously all that good stuff. You can see, obviously B, very nice. All the good stuff. Now, one more about the modification tools is using the tape measure. So when you measure things, so it's using the letter T. The T, I can just measure this. Okay, so that's 8.9. That one is 21.2, sorry, meter. And that's very useful. You can go like this. That's the radius 2.6, and that's the diameter 5.2. Very useful. So that's for modification tools. Now, this is for next one would be inference and precision. So let's say I'm going to select this M for move. So that's for the movement. So you can see that this is the black color. If I move it anywhere, you see this side is blue, this side is red, and this side is green. Now, obviously, if I press the up arrow, is the blue axis. So that means um, I am restricted by not using, I'm only restricted by using the up keys, up arrow keys. So by using vertically. So even if I just move it around just like this, if I create a circle, it won't let me, uh, it will only be vertical no matter what you do. So always in the blue axis. Okay. So now if I click the left arrow, that'll be the green. Okay. If I click the right arrow, that's the red. So that's extremely useful if you want to move stuff. I hope this makes sense. Now, let's say, okay, so this is the green. Obviously, I'm not pressing any arrow, right? So that's the green, that's the red, and that's the blue. Sometimes I don't have to use the arrow. I can just hold shift. So if I hold shift, you can see the color has darkened, right? If I can just do it like this. But if I release the shift, if I release the shift, it becomes like this. See? So if I green, hold shift like this, release shift like this, So if I go to red, hold shift like this, release shift just like this. I hope this makes sense. Now, obviously, the next thing you could do if you want to move it, right? Let's say if I do red, you can enter dimension. You can see the dimension on this part on the bottom right. You can see the numbers moving. I can put any position number. So I can put, let's say 30. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay, let's say, okay, let's do it again. 35. So that's precision, obviously. If I want to move it up, obviously also 35 meters, just like this. I hope this makes sense. So that's very simple. Now, we can also do that with the rectangle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw it like this. Obviously, I'm using the command, but I'm just showing you. Okay, let's do R rectangle. You can see in the bottom right on the dimension. So I want to make an exact square. So let's say I'm going to make 20. Okay, again, I made a mistake, but I'm going to show you why. Okay, let me cancel. Okay, so 20, comma 20. So that's the exact square that I have. So that's the exact square. Now, this is also very useful using dimension. I hope this makes sense. Now, you may be wondering why I made mistake on the numbers or the stuff. Because I set up my own camera views. So if you look at the camera views, camera, right? So I've got top, bottom, front, back, left, right, and isometric. But I created my own shortcut in the on the keypad. Not okay. You, you know, like when you have numbers on your keyboard, you have a keypad, the right side of your keyboard. These are your numbers, and you have numbers on top of your letters on the keyboard. The one on the keypad is the number of the shortcut, uh, the camera view that I did. But the numbers on top of the letters are not shortcuts. So this is why I can type in the dimension. Look what I mean. If I go to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. So I've got 7 views. That's amazing. Excuse me. So I'm going to show you how to create a shortcut. How to create a shortcut. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Windows, Preferences, Shortcut. And that's all the shortcut you can do. You can see that I made number pad 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. I hope this makes sense. So let me go to this view. Okay. Now that's for camera views. The second, okay, not the second, the next command shortcut that you should use is groups and component. Okay, let's say I'm going to show this for example. If I press G, I create a component, but obviously sometimes groups mean G or something. So, but it really depends on your preferences. So I can change that, or uh, I can customize if I want to. Now I'm going to show you how I did that again. So window, preferences. If I type group, make group D. So I made, okay, for example, let's say I wanted I. Okay, I click that. I currently use a camera. Okay, so not. Let me try. Okay, close. Okay, no. So sometimes you got to experiment it. So let me try W. Excellent. So now W is what? Obviously, if you're not happy with it, you can just reset all. So I'm going to do D. D plus. Okay, wait. Sorry, I want to make group. So that's going to be D plus. Yes. Okay. Or I can change that to G group, just like this. Make component. Yes, definitely. Okay, sorry, let me make it again. G plus, yes, then, okay, actually, I'm mixing myself up here. Excellent, okay, that's better. So make group is G. Component, okay, let me do, okay, let me try again. Component, let me try, okay, let me see. Any random letter, but obviously you have to think as well. Okay, let me try A. A plus, okay, I can't use that. Maybe A, okay, not D. Have to be one letter, by the way. You can use backspace as well, so that's also cool. Okay, let me try number 8. Numpad number 8. Okay, that's good. Okay, so obviously I don't have to go to make group, so what I could do, okay, let me explode. What I could do is just click that, click G, press G on the keyboard, and that's it. And obviously, if I want to uh, make component, obviously, let me redo it again, explode, click that, press number keypad number 8, the one that we made. Okay, that doesn't work. Let me check again. Preferences, group, part number 8. That's strange. So I may need to fix that, but obviously it should work if you try it yourself. But it's number 8, it should work. Anyway, that's for component and groups. Let's say if I make group, obviously I'm just showing you an example. Let's say I make group. If you want to edit group, you can right click it, or even better, you can just double click it and just do what you want. So you got the group. I hope that this makes sense. Now, a bonus tip is, let's say I'm going to use pushball. I can just double click it, just do it like that. Obviously, sometimes I don't like to double click it because it doesn't give me precise measurement. So what I could do is click on that and select the any any measurement I want. So I can put maybe 20 meters, just put 20, just like that. Obviously, if you're using imperial or units like feet and inches, obviously, obviously you can do it at your own time, but I'm using metric. I'm just showing you what it means. Anyway, so that's the bonus number 1. Bonus number 2 would be copy mode. For example, let's say double click, okay, triple click actually to select all of them. I can go to move, obviously you can press M as well, click anything, press the arrow. Now, obviously, I want to copy it, so I just press Control like this. So just press Control once on your keyboard, and you will see something like a plus. I don't know if you can see it, but if you see the cursor, you can see a small black plus sign, so that means copy. No copy, copy, no copy, copy. Okay, now I can choose any additional ones. Let's say I want 30, 30, just like this. And then you can see I don't need to, um, how can I say, I don't need to be precise or be crazy about it. Just go, just slide it or that stuff. So it's amazing too. Anyways, another thing is that move. Let's say I want to copy. Let's say 30. Now let's say I want to create 10 copies. Now obviously I don't have to keep clicking again and again and again. What I can do is press X. You can see the distance on the bottom. Uh, I don't know how you do it. Bottom right of my screen distance. You can see a bottom right X, and that would be. So I've got 1, 2. So that would be 9. So 9, just like this. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So exact same measurement, exact same distances, exact copies. So that what makes SketchUp so useful. So make sure you learn the shortcuts. Now, one final thing about the bonus thing is, let's say I'm going to make it like this. If you remember that if I click the uh, edges, it will delete. But I can make the edges smoother by holding the Alt command, ALT, hold it, and press that to make it more smooth. You can see to make it more smooth. And that's very, very interesting. Now, obviously, I cannot do that because the edges is not there. The edges have been deleted. I cannot push pull. So I made it more smoother. Now, obviously, one more thing about this is that if you hold Control Z, you can undo the changes you did. And if you hold Control Y, you can redo the changes you did. So that's very useful. So let's say if I do, okay, let's say if I do this, you can see I can just mess about. I'm holding the Control key and I'm just showing you the Z and Y. Now this is the tutorial of using essential SketchUp shortcuts. So I hope that this makes sense. I will leave a link to the PDF cheat sheet. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, sorry. And let's go back to the camera. Alright guys, so this is the end of this video, and if you do enjoy this small tutorial, shortcut tutorial, then leave a like, comment and subscribe to this video so it can increase the algorithm to reach more people like you. So I'm here to help more people get into visualization, and if you do want some coaching, I'm not forcing anyone. I'm looking for 5 people to coach. Obviously I can't take on many people, and this is where we do one-to-one coaching. Not many courses do that. I give you personalized feedback. You can ask me anytime. I give you feedback and what you should do and not do from 0 to hero vendors. Yeah, if you do have any questions, then obviously you can let me know in Instagram. I'll leave a link to my Instagram profile down in the description below. So yeah, like I said again, please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos notification on more tutorials. Sorry, and yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.